The new One Punch Man Manga chapter 210 is now available in English translation. That's why we're gonna read and review it together, guys. So the chapter got released 2 days ago and got translated yesterday, but right now we're gonna have the time to review it. But before that, let me tell you my opinion about what's happening to the manga right now, as well as this new chapter. So this chapter got released on the same week as the 155th chapter of the webcomic series, and all I'm gonna say is right now I'm gonna consider these two continuation as two separate series from now on. I'm gonna consider Murata as a separate writer and author to One Sensei, since I think Murata has a big part about the writing of the manga right now, and it really sucks. What happened to the ninja arc is really terrible compared to its webcomic version. It's totally really different. The manga really just is hitting its low point right now. One Sensei just dropped one chapter from the webcomic and it's really so epic. I don't know if One is still involved in the writing of this One Punch Man manga at all. This is not One's writing in here, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna have a big expectation about this Amaya Mask arc that's gonna happen. But yeah, let's start reading this chapter. All I'm gonna say is that it's really boring. Granted, it's just the beginning of this arc, it's just the introduction, some kind of a world building right here. The chapter started with Amaya Mask meeting Saitama in his favorite cafe. They're gonna have a lunch together. In the previous chapter, Amaya Mask met with Saitama and asked him to talk about some things. And Saitama went on with Amaya Mask here because he has no better things to do, and it's not always that someone greets him on a lunch. You know Saitama. And Amaya Mask right here is the so douchebag that he just ordered a drink for Saitama's place. So that got Saitama really offended right there. And all of what Amaya Mask said, Saitama just didn't listen at all to any of it because, he is so offended by what Amaya Mask just did. But there's some kind of an important things that Amaya Mask introduced to us in this manga chapter, and it's that the history of the One Punch Man world came from a similar world to what we're having right now, and apparently it's like that the One Punch Man world right now is happening on a distant future, because he said that on the past has some kind of different countries with different government going to warfare with each other, and that war resulted into some kind of biological changes in the world, and the world government got united and a super continent got created. That's why we have these cities right now with some kind of a one singular massive supercontinent in this world. And yeah, I guess it's a prediction of what's gonna happen in the future, and that's what Amaya Mask is teaching Saitama here. He says that it's a basic elementary history class thing that Saitama might know, but I guess Saitama knows this because he's an employed person before, so I guess he has some kind of a basic education. So Saitama really have this kind of knowledge, but Saitama is not listening to any of what Amaya Mask is saying here. But Amaya Mask is having some kind of this ideal hero that he wants Saitama to become this guy. And Amaya Mask here says that he is aware of Saitama's power because he met with Genos, all those other heroes in headquarters when Genos told them about what really happened and who really defeated Monster Garu. And that's why Amaya Mask understands that Saitama is super strong. He also witnessed Saitama fighting Tatsumaki, destroying all those buildings. So yeah, Amaya Mask is aware of Saitama's strength, and he wants Saitama to become the ideal superhero, not just a hero. But some kind of a contradicting thing here, because Amaya Mask invited Saitama in his place and they went there, and yeah, Amaya Mask gave Saitama lots of food and Saitama ate them, while Amaya Mask is teaching him some things about hero stuff, popularity, and Saitama just didn't listen to any of it at all. He just took a nap, and when Amaya Mask noticed it, Saitama just complained and said, "You didn't talk about heroes at all." So I think that's a contradiction right there. Amaya Mask just talk about the hero when they're still at the cafe, and Saitama just said that. I guess that's poor writing right there. This is just a start of the Amaya Mask arc. Not gonna have any. I still believe that Murata will try to bring this manga series again on its peak, but I don't know. I have like 40% of that really happening because I think that One Sensei is really not involved in this manga series at all right now. Murata is a really good illustrator. He can draw really well, super good at drawing, but I don't know. He's so bad at writing, man. And I guess a lot of people will agree with me on this because, you know, I find it that people are just complaining about what's happening with the manga right now, also with the anime. But one chapter from One Sensei, one web comic chapter with 60 pages in it, with a lot of things happening in it, people just really liked it. People just said that was so epic, that was big. And yeah, they just forgot about the terrible things happening with the manga right now. So they tried to release this chapter on the same week as the webcomic chapter got released, but we are still gonna notice the difference, guys. Yeah, right? We're still noticing the difference. And yeah, it's world apart. Murata is not just really a good manga author. So I want to continue leading this manga series because the potential is really right there. The One Punch Man series, all in all, got really popular because of the, I guess, the anime, but the illustration of Murata really brought it to life on the first, before the end of the Monster Association arc. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. I'm just gonna follow this. I'm just still gonna continue reading this, guys, and still have some hope. But I'm not gonna be so super confident that it's gonna be brought back to its original peak form. But I'm just so glad that the webcomic is still here, and I'm gonna consider the webcomic as the only legit canon. So yeah, we're gonna see each other again if the new chapter is released, maybe next week or maybe in the next 2 weeks. Because yeah, the chapter release right now is unpredictable. That's just it, guys. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like the page. Ring the notification bell. Thank you.